Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 47 of Direwolf20 ServerPlay series. I am out of power. I left my crystal on by mistake. Stupid derpy dire. But that's okay. One thing I do want to make sure I do though is, well, maybe not even on this end. I want to remove this so that I can get my lava back up and running. Yeah, that'll do. I've actually come up with, I think, a better way to generate power in industrial craft than lava. It's going to require a little bit of prep work, but I want to fix this first because obviously my base is very dependent upon that. So let's get going. We're going to want to just go down here and activate this dude again so that he can start generating lava. That would be super. Just to make sure that thing's got a good, healthy amount of lava going on. While that's going, I want to just check on this dude real quick. That should be fine. I'll go produce a little bit more. Let's get our lava cooked up. And this is 85%. And this has some filter material with a little buffer in there. And so this should already start processing, which would be good. I just want to make sure that these levers are all off at the moment. Off, off, off. Off. We don't want anything going into here until we're ready. I'm going to throw some more catalyst in here. Nice. That's a lot of catalyst. Sweet. All right. I'm going to do a lot of this work off camera because you guys have seen a lot of that before. So let me just get my crystal taken care of off camera. Anything fancy or whatever, I will be sure to show you. And we'll come right back. I just also want to get... Let's get this stuff on. All right, back in a minute. I just want to go do some collecting of things. Oh boy, I'm already getting dizzy. All right, be right back. Gotta go do the thing. All right, looks like I'm closing in on about 100k LP here. That ought to be good for now. Gonna get back to making my crystal. All right, guys, we're back. My crystal is currently at like 63% strength and efficiency. I'm re-purifying it, and I'm going to pop over to this dimension because I want to try something. I think I've come up with a better way to generate EU, and that would be awesome if it were true. What I want to look for is, so we've got some oil wells, but I think we've got, like, there's a little bit of oil here, but I think I saw while flying around here once even bigger oil wells. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, like a big oil spout. Let's see. In fact, if I have it on my journey map, that might be even better. To my right? No, that's just a geyser. I know I saw some. It's interesting that it's raining in this dimension. I've never seen it rain out here. Like, there's obviously these little ones, but they're not going to supply much oil. But I think the system that I went to generate power with a long time ago that didn't work might work. And that's what I want to try out. Let's see. Where is what might be a decent looking oil well? Could have sworn I saw one. I'm not even joking. And now I'm having trouble finding it. Let me look around, I guess, for another minute or two and see if I can find one. Okay, nobody panic, but I think I found one. Woot! Nice. So I'm guessing this is a Buildcraft oil well, right? Yeah. All right, so let me get the coordinates here. What I'm going to do is set up a pump and pump this across dimensions back to my base, process it into gasoline because that's the processing that occurs, and from Pneumaticraft using the Buildcraft, and then we're going to try and put gasoline into a generator for industrial craft that will hopefully be awesome. Cool. So I'm going to need a dimensional transceiver. I'll come back in a minute. All right. So step 1, dimensional transceiver is complete. Hooray. Step 2, let's talk fluid tanks. I've got a couple. Nice. Do I have a couple more? I was using one for lava down here, which was going pretty swimmingly, but I don't think I want to do that anymore. Can I? Yeah, nice. That should clear out. Okay. Sweet. I thought that would completely clear, but now they don't stack still. So, I don't know. Are you done? You're at 83.7%. Still filtering that last iteration. So now that we've got the dimensional transceiver ready, how are you for power over here, buddy? All right, guys, we are back. And believe it or not, it's been over 24 hours since the last segment. I crashed right at the end of when I was speaking in the last segment, and kept having a login crash, and then we had to update a mod, and then now things are fixed. But my crystal's pretty close to being ready here. I'm just throwing a couple more ender pearls in, and I think I'm pretty close to getting ready to stabilize this thing. So we got up to about 70% strength and close to 70% efficiency. I feel like that's probably close enough. I'm going to let the last of these ender pearls sink in, and I'm going to go put away the rest of this stuff that I don't need in here, and that should be cool. Good. You all sort, and I'm ready to start crystallizing this crystal. Are you done? One more. There we go. Nice. Sweet. All right, so 96% purity, good enough for me. Let's crystallize. And I'm gonna move this dude over to here, because you're gonna need power for crystallizing. Cool. Back in a minute when the crystal's ready. I'm gonna pop it in, I'm gonna get my base up and running again, and then we're gonna configure this dimensional transceiver to start getting the Buildcraft oil, convert it into gasoline, and use it as fuel for IC2 machines. Alright guys, just getting ready here. Pressurized fluid conduits. Half a stack ought to do. Let's pop downstairs and see how my crystal's doing. We're at 88%. Nice. Cool. So that means this thing's almost ready. We can get this up and running in just a minute. Let's map out where I would like to play. So I should still have, believe it or not. Let's see, we've got some tanks, but I was thinking I was going to use fluid tanks because those are pretty nifty. I could have, yeah, there we go. We do have a refinery. I'm thinking I might want a couple more. So maybe I can get a few more. So let's get 2 more. Does that sound good? And then we're going to want 8 diamonds as well. There we go. So you can turn into that. You can turn into that. Looks like my achievements got reset somewhere along the line. And then you just need some tanks and some redstone torches. So we're going to need 4. Perfect. And tanks. Tanks. I have like just enough of everything I need. Isn't that great? Love it when that happens. All right, so we'll need power going into these things. We'll need liquid going in and out. And we're going to need fluid tanks to store it. So let's pop down here. And you are at 92%. Why am I like short on... It's always been 6,000, hasn't it? That's how much was in there. Did that change? All right, so we just had to melt down. I think what happened is I lost a little bit of liquid when the server restarted because we had to update the server with that crash that I was having. So I considered that a bug and I lost it. So just got a couple more drops of liquid here. Yeah, so we've got 100 left now. So that was a little bit more than I really needed. But hey, we've got pretty decent crystal. It looks nice to me. Okay, I'll take it. Sure, why not? 1%. Let's pop into the room. Joink. And get ready to get our base up and running again. Blink out of here and go. Nice. Everybody's happy. So you should be filling up nice and quickly. Beautiful. This thing's gonna real fast fill up a whole bunch of stuff throughout my base, and internal buffer filling as well. Cool. How much RF is this thing generating, by the way? It's generating 13,480 RF a tick. Not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, we are definitely burning through that. I should also reconnect, click this thing on the up and out so that this thing can refill itself. Cool, that's important. Nice. Come to think of it, it's kind of touching the capacitor bank, so I guess that wasn't totally necessary, but whatever. We've got power again, so let's get our dimensional transceiver set up. So we're going to tap into this existing transceiver. Now I just have to figure out exactly how I want to lay out this whole structure. What I was thinking might be cool is to have it kind of under here. Wouldn't that be neat? So what I could have is, let's see, maybe not here. Maybe we could do something like this, where it would be 1, 2, 3. Or maybe these should be in the center of this thing. That would look cool, right? And then we could have, do I want separate fluid tanks? That might be cool too. Maybe, blink. I believe I just need some iron and some iron bars. Just grab a little bit. And maybe some glass for these tanks. Sure, I'll grab all 4, why not? Nice. I wish I could get this fluid tank to stack with the rest, but he's just being a derp. You go in there for now. All right, so if we had a separate tank for each one of the processors, right, we could have 1, 2, 3. And you on the right side here will be a push. And then we'll have, I wish these were see-through on the top. That would be even cooler. What other tank options do I have? It would be really cool if they were see-through on the top. You could see exactly how much was in each one, but oh well. And then on the left, you're gonna pull, right? Sweet. This thing will then just need power. So we will easily tap into this line here. I don't think I have any on me, but easily find some. That's all we got is 4. That'll do. I can probably put away this at the time being. And my generator's already off, which means we should be in good shape power-wise. Hooray! Power's flowing into the refineries to get them ready. So then all we really need is conduits into these guys. So what I'll do is come over here. I've got my dimensional transceiver. And we're going to configure this guy's fluids, which are these. Is this fluid? I can never remember. Wish these things had like a... So that's items, that's power. That's items. That's a filter. This is probably liquid. So we'll call it oil. And we're going to tell it you receive on the oil channel. And if I'm wrong, oh well. Cool. And then I'll clean up this whole mess in a bit here. Probably don't need you going. And then we'll probably have stuff coming out here. And I'll loop them around over to there. That sounds like a good plan. So we'll probably want this. Playing with fire at this point. And then that oil will go that way, right? So, I mean, we can configure these as we want to. Extract always active. Cool. That should work. Yeah. And then that'll run along that way. Let's get some quite clear glass. So we can kind of see this stuff running. Like I said, it would be cool if we could see the fullness of the tanks, but I mean, we can kind of see it from an angle here, and we'll have an idea of how stuff's working. So let's pop over to our dimension and head over to our oil well, and we'll be right back. I should note that there's a magical forest biome here with lots of silverwood trees. Neat. All right, we're here. So I'm installing a pump with a dimensional transceiver on top, and in theory, this should serve as both power and falling. Both power, oil is sticky, and liquid transfer. So we're going to say, hide you for a minute, main power, receive. Hooray. And oil, send. Cool. Now the one thing I didn't bring out here is a chunk loader, and I'm pretty sure the pump doesn't chunk load. But let's see if you start going. That would be super if you would. Come on, pump. Where's your little pumping action? I think it's nighttime at home. I really have to set up that flight thing. And if I wanted to, I could. Flight. Well, I'm out of repair. Why are you not working? Always active. Back in a sec. So, I think bugs. Clearly I can pick it up, but it has a broken texture. I'm wondering if something's funky. If that's the case, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be a very unhappy dyer. Let's try this on the other kind. Of oil. And if I just have to move this every now and then, I have to move it every now and then. Just for testing purposes, like, are you gonna... Actually, let's... Yeah, I should be able to... Oh, see, look, now it's going. Look at that. It went into this oil type. So I'm thinking that might be the problem. So let's do this. So you should now still be configured. Oil, send. Our send receive IO buffer is dropping, and I'm not sure why. Chunk loading should be working back home. Oh, you know what? It's probably not working because my angel ring's on my character, and that's probably breaking chunk loading back home too. If it were daytime, that would be nice. So if I were to drop the angel ring out of curiosity. So I mean, that should be cool. That actually should have kicked on my chunk loaders back home, but it doesn't look like it did. Oh well, no biggie. What I think I'm going to do is if I have to pump this oil, fine, no problem. But what I'll do then is do it closer to my world entrance here. So let's do this. Let's go home. So let's try one of these oil wells that's a little bit closer to things. We're going to put the pump. And then we'll put this guy here, and he should be maintaining his power, which is good. I should really set up a chunk loader here, but you know what I could do is I could just borrow this one. Because I'm not quarrying at the moment. That ought to do. So you should start pumping. Nice. Now if we pop back home. Yay. All right, guys, we're back. I found another crash. So rendering, I guess, fluids with a broken texture, like fuel, for example, which I think is what we were rendering. I don't even know. But these tanks were crashing every time they entered my view radius. So I was able to log in and use the set block command to destroy the block in place and replace it with cobblestone. So I had to clear out like the whole area here. So I'm going to see if I can fix this. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to want some tanks. And yes, I'm cheating. But trust me, I've crashed so much right now that I'm like well worth. I totally deserve cheating these items back in. I had to destroy them with command block, so I call this allowed cheating. All right. So I wouldn't mind having tanks. So let's do this. Let's put, because I'm gonna have to do this with tanks now, rather than doing it with Ender IO tanks. So I'm gonna have to use like Buildcraft tanks, which is fine, like, no problem. Let's do this, this, and this. So testing first to find out if this is gonna be a problem. Is it me or am I missing my No, there it is. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's not coming through here at the moment. I might need to pop over that dimension to load it. Not gonna lie to you guys. Today has not been a good day. Okay, cool. We've already... All right, all the oil's been pumped out of here, basically. That explains it. Cool. Yeah, today's been a bad day for recording things. Just many crashes, let's put it that way. Let's go find, whoosh, over here. I was hoping for a better source of oil, to be totally honest with you, but... So that's chunk loaded. This thing should activate, and we should be groovy here in a minute. Sorry, squid. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let's just make sure this thing starts pumping. Yep, there it goes. Teleporting back. All right, so we're going to configure the north side to be extract and the south side to be insert, right? Cool. And then we're going to set it to be always active. Or active without signal. Doesn't really matter which. Okie dokie then. Let's configure it. Maybe have... What I'll probably do then is move these. And let's hope I don't crash now. So are you producing any liquid? Good. All right. Nice. And I'm assuming that's gasoline? So let's check out a semi-fluid generator and see if we can't get this thing to actually work. So a semi-fluid generator actually produces... Oh yeah, I'm still in cheat mode, aren't I? Let's get rid of that. Produces a decent amount of liquid. So we're going to want a geothermal generator, okay, with 4 universal cells and 4 iron item casings. That seems completely reasonable. So let's get some of you. I will probably want another hammer, and I'll probably want some tin. If I had a hammer laying around, I have no idea where it went. Let's get one more set of these. Yeah, it should be cool. You can come down here. I think it's extruding mode that I want to put the tin in. By the way, how did my steel production go? Nice. All right, I'll take that. So at least that thing's working properly. I'll give it that. So I'm gonna put you away along with, well, yeah, I'll just let it sort. It should sort into the IC2 chest, I would imagine. Yeah. Cool. We'll come over here. We'll let the blast furnace get back to cooking up more refined steel. That should be good. So electric heater's on. We're draining power, MFE, all that good stuff. You have produced these. So what I'm going to do is pop downstairs, grab a geothermal generator, and give this thing a test. Cool. I'm going to grab these two. And there, semi-fluids. Nice. And I'm going to want to differentiate these. Let's do this. I kind of want to leave these here just because I realized I expected to be able to pump out of that oil well that I found, but Buildcraft not recognizing it as a valid liquid is definitely causing me a headache. So, for now, I'm going to leave the geothermals that I have, but we might want to... We'll do this. We will configure you for insert, insert, and like I mentioned, guys, part of Forgecraft this season is all about dealing with bugs. Cross your fingers that we don't crash the game. Hey, look, we're generating gasoline, EU. Nice. That is cool. All right. So I'll definitely take that. That's actually really good for me. I'm happy that that's working. You have no idea how happy I am that that's working. I was like 50-50 expecting a complete crash. Like, everything's on fire. I give up. Forgecraft 2, season ender. Direwolf crashed the server again and rage quit. That's literally where I'm at this point. That's how bad things have gotten with some of the crashes that I'm experiencing. But the good news is gasoline in a semi-fluid generator really generates quite a lot of power. I think one bucket is like 125,000 EU from what I calculated, testing in single player. And I want to say, what was it? Do I still have my EU reader on me? If I don't, I do. Nice. Let's see what it's generating, because it should tell me 38 EU per tick. Nice. 32 EU per tick. Okay, cool. That's good stuff. Okay. So yeah, I think it's 32 EU per tick per generator, which is cool. Can I? No. Oh, that's energy in. I want energy out. Yeah, 32 EU per tick. Nice. I can use that on machines. That's cool. So see, 32 EU per tick. Pretty good. Better than the 20 that you get from geothermal generators. I might run, maybe do 5 of them along the bottom and just have the oil going down the bottom of it, because that's pretty cool. All right, I'll take it. That's a really good power source for now. You can see that we've probably already completely cleared that oil well. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, do I have more quite clear glass on me? I do. Nice. We're going to cover this stuff all up. And you can see all the broken textures. Blame Pneumaticraft. It's Pneumaticraft's fault. That's 100% fact, by the way. It is 100% Pneumaticraft's fault. That there's broken textures. Because Pneumaticraft is taking over oil and fuel from Buildcraft, but hasn't been finished and hasn't implemented their textures yet. So, legitimately blame Pneumaticraft. Not even kidding about that. All right, we'll come over here. Yes, we have completely cleared out. Let's do this. And this. And that should then allow that to extend into there, and that will clear out the rest of this pool. See? All clear. All right, so I'm going to pick this guy up. We're going to move him again. And that's going to get really annoying really fast, because these pools are quite small. But it is what it is. That's why I was all excited about using like the Buildcraft well, because I was like, oh look, a Buildcraft well. Like that means, all right, that'll be awesome. Nope. Haha, fooled you. Yet another weird craziness on Forgecraft 1.8. But that's why we're doing 1.8 mods on Forgecraft, because there's bugs and we have to test them and fix them and deal with issues. And that's just the way it goes on Forgecraft. So no sense being upset about it. That's part of what Forgecraft is here for, right? So what I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. Wow, it takes a long time to break grass underwater, doesn't it? Okay. We'll wrap up the episode here. We will come back next time, now that we've got probably a better source of stuff. Power from IC2. Very excited about that. And this should clear out enough so that I can get all the good oil out of here. This will actually be, like I said, a really good source of power for us. So we'll come back next time. Take it easy.